Hey, subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe to the channel. Look, Tory Lanez got released on his bond. So basically, they was trying to get him in there with no bond, but the judge was like, "You tweaking?" He told that to the DA, and the DA's like, "Okay, put him on $5 million bond." And he's like, "No, that's crazy." The judge said 350K. They took Tory in yesterday, right after the court date. Something happened in that courtroom where somebody must have told extra for them to have to cuff Tory Lanez and take him right there in LA County. And then next thing you know is uh, he get out this morning, like 6 a.m. The first judge that came in, they brought in a special judge that could come in early and basically so that they can hurry up and do the bond, release him. So he went out. It was a couple witnesses, bystanders who see them coming out like that back building through that alley. He got into a GMC truck, one of them SUVs. He was wearing shades and he was with two other people. One guy was in a suit and they were just ducking him down and trying to get him quickly to the car, to the Lyft driver without no people seeing it too much because the paparazzi was there waiting. They knew Tory Lanez was about to get released. So, the paparazzi's there waiting with cameras. They got video recording going on. They ready with questions that they're going to ask like, hey, Tory, free Tory and first day out and all that stuff.
They looking at the fact that he's like, he could basically make a whole nother mistake just by even being under the eye of the public. Like, the thing that he did, like, he's about to be financed for a minute. He's about to literally have to go through a whole trial and tribulation with this, man. Like, he about to have to face Megan Thee Stallion in court. Like, you gotta look at the fact that he finna face some time. Once he did what he did, all we know is that he got back what he put out. That's it. He got back what he put out, and everything gonna change once you really see the files. Once they put everything out, once they see.
And Megan Thee Stallion, she's coming hard at him with the whole law team. Like they in the court battling and everything. She probably must have switched and got better representation because at first it didn't look like it was going her way. It looked like it was going Tory's way because Tory was free. Even on academics, like he told the whole story. And even after that, they still didn't go and try to run up on his crib and get him back then. But now it's like a whole year and a half. It's almost been 2 years, and they just now getting Tory, which means that they must have had one of the people in the cars snitch, and so that they say like they point at Tory and be like, "That's the guy who tried to do something to Megan Thee Stallion. Like he had the strap on him and he pulled it, and everything like that." So if the person told, then that's a good reason why they went and got Tory and picked him up yesterday and all that and put him in the cell. But the thing is Megan Thee Stallion knew she wanted revenge this whole time. Like she wanted to make sure that she puts a punishment out there. So whatever happened, it was no evidence like clear other than she grazed and whether she got hit or not is still up in the air. So like comment your opinion on that. Comment what you think on that too.
So you got to look at the fact that Megan Thee Stallion, no one really has the footage of what really happened. They don't want to really show the footage because once we talked to Megan Thee Stallion, we really looked at the fact that like y'all holding this footage back for some reason. There's a reason they holding it back, but you gotta look at it like, okay, Tory did what he did, but it is what it is. You have to look at the real good details in it. Megan Thee Stallion, she gonna keep switching up her story. And you know anybody from the streets, once they keep switching up their story, they gonna cross examine you, and next thing you know, you everything you say is gonna be null and void. Like,
For real, and you have to make sure the story is straight the whole time. So anybody that was listening to what Tory was saying to academics and everything last year, like that's if that story is the same, is that going to be enough to get him out? Like, or were they waiting until now to officially try to press like the charges and everything, or what? Because sometimes in these high profile cases with celebrities and stuff, they stretch it out so far that the first hearing isn't really until like a year out, and they could make it to where they go and stack up hella money before they have to even get charged or something, and then they go and sit down, take a timeout, but they got way more money in their books now, or they had to buy a couple more houses, put their families, and then now they could go in when they feel comfortable. But man, real life though, like they gotta show us the proof, cause ain't no video footage there. So I don't know if somebody in the car, like they might be able to rewind the Siri, if maybe like if Siri be recording you like the whole time, so they could just rewind the Siri and get the audio of the whole incident. Basically, like you don't know that, but that's really how they could do that, though. If they wanted to figure out some type of evidence, and I think they could probably find a nearby surveillance from one of the businesses because they were in an area where there was gonna be things in the location that had cameras and have videotapes. You can go to the managers and actually ask them for a copy, or maybe even to download a copy online, like through the cloud. And when you do that, then that's how they get a copy of the evidence, and they can see if Tory Lanez really did something that crossed the line, and like make sure that Megan Thee Stallion is victim for sure, and that it wasn't self-defense, it wasn't this or that. They have to clear everything.
because you gotta look at it you gotta look at it like this. Take it for what it was given. Like somebody else could have done that to Megan Thee Stallion. It couldn't have, like, 9 times out of 10, it wasn't him. We haven't seen the video. You never know who it was, but at the same time, you got to look at the fact that she kept, like, stood up on top of that. She literally just stood on top of that. She didn't let up on it. She kept going to court, kept going to court on tour because she wanted him prosecuted. She wanted justice for her foot.
Exactly. So subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, man. I want y'all to let me know in the comments. Are you on Megan Thee Stallion side? What you think? Are you a Tory Lanez supporter or any Megan Thee Stallion fans? Hit the comments. Spam the comments. Any Tory Lanez fans? Spam the comment. Like, what y'all think, man? What's going to happen next? We taking all bets. What's happening next?